Hey everyone, eplipswich here, and we are about to start the third route of this visual novel called Katawa Shoujo, and that will be Lilly's route. So we have completed Amy's route, we have completed Hanako's route, so now we are going with Lilly's route. So you may be asking, why am I at this choice again? Because I was at this choice, because this is the choice that decide whether you'll be going with Amy or not, right? And this is actually also the choice whether you'll be going with either Lilly or Hanako. So of course here I would, instead of going for it, I would choose take it easy. But why am I starting from here is because after this choice, there is actually a scene that involves Lilly. And that was a scene that I didn't show in Hanako's route, but I think I mentioned before, right, at the start of Hanako's route, that there's a scene in between choice and the next two choices. Okay, and this scene actually involves Lilly, but I didn't show that because it involves Lilly. So in this Lilly's route, I will be showing that portion. Okay, and so yeah, without further ado, I think let's begin. But just to say some more things about Lilly, yeah, Amy and Hanako really impressed me well, so I hope that Lilly will also impress me well. So Lilly will be a pretty interesting heroine. So yeah, I think let's not waste any more time and let's start the ball rolling. And yeah, let's go. I guess I need to buy some supplies. I can't live off cafeteria food and eating out for my entire stay here. As I leave for the gate, I make a few loud stretches to try and stave off the tiredness that's accumulated over the week. Oh! After passing through and rounding the corner though, I see a solitary figure walking downhill towards the small town below. The color of her hair and tapping of her cane are unmistakable. Oh, and we actually see a side of this. We don't see this posture before, so well then, could it then be that I'm ending up with Lilly instead? Well, at this point, I'm not sure. It's either Rin or Lilly, so I quickly walk up to her, which seems to catch her attention without a word needing to be said. Hi, Lilly. She takes a moment to place the voice, slightly adjusting her head to face a bit more towards the source of my voice as she does. Hisao? Yep, that's me. She seems to have a good memory for voices. The fact that she actually remembered is a pleasant surprise. Good evening. What brings you here? Once again, she gives a small polite bow, and once again, I reply in kind before realizing that I needed to do so. Just going to town? You? My, what a coincidence. Doing the same thing, eh? I usually go shopping on Fridays. She pauses for a moment, suddenly looking a little lost. That's it. Hanako usually comes into town with me. Well, she's stuck in the library, so yeah. Not lost, but worried. The two do seem to keep pretty close tabs on one another. It's kind of surprising that Hanako would just forget Lilly like that. I noticed her reading the library. She probably just got caught up in the book. She lets out a small sigh of relief. Thank you. She has a habit of doing that. Avid reader? Right. She doesn't like being around crowds of people, so reading away from everyone lets her relax a bit. Although she probably didn't intend it, I can't help but grimace as I recall my first meeting with her. Hardly wanting to bring it up, I remain silent as we quietly continue to walk down the quiet road. Tap tap, tap tap. With the road bereft of cars and the students of Yamaku increasingly far behind us, the quiet rustling of the leaves and the measured tapping of Lilly's cane against the sidewalk are all that can be heard. It's kind of nice, especially compared to the hustle and bustle of where I used to live. Before I know it, I've relaxed so much that a loud yawn escapes before I can control it. Tired? Yeah, I've been running ragged these past few days. That's an understatement, to be sure. Transferring into a different school would be bad enough, but nothing like this. Well, hopefully everyone should settle down for you. The festival's got everyone in the spin right now, and and you've been plopped right in the middle of things. For a moment I hesitate, but given her apparent tolerance for frankness, I decide to give my full thoughts. I guess Yamaku's kind of different though. I mean, the formalities surrounding everything, the isolation around it, not to mention the most obvious difference. It's kind of a whole different mindset. I suppose I'll get used to it though in time. Yeah, because it's a school for the disabled, you know. She gives a matter of fact nod, apparently pleased with my answer. It feels almost as if she's included me in the flock of students she's sheep-herding, along with class 3-2 and Hanako. Well, not that I mind. It's nice to get the thoughts off my chest in any case. Looking on the bright side, I could see it as a chance for a new beginning. You should cherish the ability to make new friends. That's optimistic. Nonetheless, it's good to have a positive attitude about such things, I suppose. I guess that's a good take on it. Right. Walking on down the road, she seems to become somewhat unsettled. Before I can ask what's on her mind, she seems to collect herself and speaks up about something else. So, where in town were you going? That's actually a pretty good question. I had come in to buy food, but the layout of the place is still totally foreign to me. I had intended to just wander around and see what I could find, but with sunset already approaching and nightfall not too far away, that doesn't seem very wise. I'm gonna have to ask her for directions. Again, yeah, and kind of embarrassing, right? I mean, because you know, she knows her directions even though she's blind, and then Hisao can see, but yeah, he's still lost. So I was just going to get some food, but now that you mention it, I don't really know the way. Well now, this is quite lucky. I was just about to go to the convenience store myself. Looks like I'll be in your care again then. Thanks. Together we walked to the store, my paces carefully slowed to remain beside her. Compared to my usual walking pace, hers is quite a bit slower. Not that it's without reason, yeah. After what couldn't be more than several minutes, I catch sight of our objective. This town really is pretty small and we get 7-Eleven. Well, except that we cannot put 7-Eleven due to copyright reasons, so we are gone with Oramat. Yeah. I think from the looks of it, I think I might well end up with Lily. But well, who knows, we'll see. But from the looks of this, I think it's more likely that I'll end up with Amy. I'll end up with Lily this time. Yes. Oh. Actually, I think this is the first time we're actually inside the store, right? I mean, I did see that store before, I think in Amy's room, but it was only just outside. But now we get to see inside for the first time, so yeah. And ironically, we have the beer corner right in front of us. Why must it be this screenshot? Huh? Are we going to buy beer or something? Anyway, without further ado, we make our way inside with a greeting from the counter. Mind if I tag along with you? Usually Hanako would help me, but seeing as she's not here... It takes a moment before I realize what she means. You know, obviously she can't see like what she wants to buy, you know. Considering she wouldn't be able to read any of the labels, shopping without any help would be a big pain for her. That's it. I can't shake the feeling that she had this idea since I said I was coming here. Sure, it'll be my pleasure. I grabbed 2 well-used red baskets from the small stack beside the entrance, handing one to Lily. Okay, she grabs it, lays it on the ground, putting her school bag in, retracting her cane and sliding it through the basket's handles before picking it back up in her right hand. Wait, if she doesn't use her cane, or she's going to use you support her. Before I can complete the thought, she comes beside me and pinches the cuff off my uniform in her slender fingers. Is this alright? Sure. I have no reason not to accept. I can think of worse things than shopping with a pretty girl holding on to me, even if it is out of necessity. We navigate our way through the store, with not one of the occasional passing customers seeming to bat an eyelid. Considering how close Yamaku is, I guess seeing students from there must be entirely normal for the local residents. As we reach each ISA, I quickly check with Lily and find out what she needs. I grab it along with what I'm looking for and put our items into their respective baskets. I guess this is the same routine she and Hanako follow every Friday. Right, all that's left is the bread, and that should be my shopping done. Do you need anything else, Lily? No, this should be everything else. This should be everything. Off we go then. With a quick side trip to the bakery section, we make our way to the registers. The line, thankfully, is almost non-existent. It's not long before we have both paid for our food and are out the door. As Lily retrieves her cane and extends it to full length, I waste a minute looking upwards at the night sky while holding both our bags. Wow, this is really a beautiful sky. Yes, not many stars though. The stars aren't that visible, but still beautiful. It's just a bit sad that Lily can't see it though. Yeah. For a moment, I try to make clouds with my breath, but the summer's heat doesn't seem to cooperate. Eventually, she rights herself, taking a quick stretch before taking her back and leaving me to my tool. You tired as well? The festival preparations have been complete chaos. She's nearly breathing down my neck. Doesn't exactly help things either. Hey, she's only trying to get everything organized. Better now than later, right? I suppose. I'm gonna enjoy relaxing in town tomorrow, that's for certain. I guess the festival preparations must be taking their toll on both of them. We walk out into the quiet street, talking between ourselves as we carry our bags of food and supplies from the store. Wait, what's that? I notice a very distinctive figure making its way towards us, silhouetted by the street lamps. For a second, I think it's another male student from my class, but as he, or should I say she, gets closer, I recognize her quickly. Must be Hanako. No, wait, Rin? Rin? What are you doing out here so late? Rin? Lily perks her head, looking like she's trying to focus on listening more keenly. It suddenly comes to me that I should probably interpret the scene for her. It's Rin. Tezuka, I think was her last name from our school. She stiffens at the name and gives a complicated looking expression. Something like a forced fusion of a composed smile and a painful cringe. I wonder why. Ah, I understand. I guess Lily knows Rin too. Rin turns to look at us, looking terribly out of it. I'm not entirely sure if she recognizes either of us, or at least she doesn't acknowledge it if she does. She looks like a zombie, or a statue of a zombie. But slowly, some symptoms of understanding seems to light in her dark eyes. This is something she must react to. Rin blinks once, very thoroughly. Hello? Okay. There's an awkward pause, everyone waiting for someone else to say something. What are you doing here this late? So, I was wondering about that myself, just now. Okay, you don't know why you wandered here? Some people had asked them just before. I assumed they were wondering the same. I didn't know. They didn't know either. I asked. That's why I'm wondering. Rin. So that was pretty much it. It's a murder mystery for a murder. They were going that way. Who? She turns facing to the right in order to demonstrate the direction the other people went to, as if that was important. Then rotates back like a mechanical puppet in one of those overly complicated clockworks. For person who gives an impression of being the quiet type, Rin really does use a lot of words to say things that don't need a lot to be said. Well, that's the quiet type for you, you know, because very hard to explain things, so unless if she's finished, I say nothing. Neither does Lily, who seems equally robbed of words for the time being. I think that both of us are in fact just scared that any response might provoke her to continue. Our stupefied lack of reaction doesn't faze Rin at all. She keeps looking at us expectantly, a calm hint of expression on her blank face. Oh yeah, and actually come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen Rin smile before. You know? Like, she doesn't show off any expressions on her face. Like, her face is always a poker face. You know? Yeah, poker face. You know? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think she really doesn't know how to express herself. Yeah, so she seems to be that kind of person, always so relaxed, as if bull elephant grade sedatives were flowing in her veins in the place of blood. Okay. Do you have amnesia? I don't recall you having anything of the sort, though. No, I don't think it's that. The other passers-by were probably just worried, though. You do look really lost, the way you're standing in the middle of the street. Oh, I see. Maybe I should have taken some other kind of pose in that case. I pondered for a while whether I should chase this anger further or give up for the sake of my own sanity. I decide on the later. It seems that most of the time, it's better to not read too deeply into what Rin is babbling about. Talking with Rin is like playing chess with a supercomputer who does seemingly completely random moves as if to mock everything you know about chess. Yeah, she speaks really randomly, you know, Rin. It's like that, except with human interaction. And even if I win, it feels like losing. Damn, it's just as Kenji said. Even when I win, I lose. Is this the power of the girls in Yamaku? I push the thought aside as too dangerous to consider further. You do not consider anything that Kenji says, man. Hisao. Scrap that thought. It's probably just Kenji's anti-female propaganda getting to me during a moment of weakness, yeah, maybe taking another pose might have worked. So anyway, you have no idea what you're doing here? She frowns, looking extremely displeased at either my question, its consequences, or the answer she's about to give. Okay, I do have some idea. I can't really tell what kind of an idea. That sounds like progress, at least. Lily sounds as if she's spotted an opening for some kind of discernibly normal conversation. I can't say I share her optimism. Yes, there is some. Definitely. The rest will come later. I'm sure of it. I always have reasons. That ensuing silence kills Lily's hopes auto, basically. That didn't last long. Like, we really don't know what to say to Reno. Whatever she says, like dot. I don't know what to say. Rin's, as far as I can tell, unbased, assurances aside. What should be done? We could just leave her to her own devices, whatever those are. But it's late, and I don't think we'll be getting any thanks if Rin is found standing here in the middle of the night. Which she probably will, yeah, I won't be surprised. Unless she manages to remember what she was doing here in the first place. As for me trying to guess what might have been going on in her mind when she decided to embark on this adventure, the chances seem to be on par with winning the lottery. Yeah, several times in a row. Lily is oddly quiet too. I would appreciate some support from the sidelines here, especially if she's more familiar with Rin than I am. I don't think she is. Only Amy is familiar. You have to ask Amy for that. But it can't be helped. It seems her familiarity with Rin is exactly why she's staying subdued. So, I assume you were going somewhere, not coming back to the school. Any idea where? Her eyes widen in shock, and she jots back in a somewhat artificial way, making it seem like an act rehearsed for situations like this. Are you a mind reader? Is that your disability? How unique? What? I thought I already told her that. I thought Hisao already told her that he has a heart condition. So, no. What? Why would you think that? You know, was doing. Oh, look at that face of Rin. It was just an educated guess. We walked this same street in the other direction just before to get to the store. If you were going to school, we would have met you on the way. Oh, she looks a little disappointed. She's expecting a more complicated answer, but nope, you're only getting simple and straightforward answers from me. Like Kenji, Rin appears quick to jump to completely irrational conclusions. Maybe it's something in the water here. I make a mental note to stock up on soft drinks. You know, that is the second time this week that someone asked if I was a mind reader. Do I really give off that impression? Rin shrugs her shoulders, which is all the answer I get. You know, maybe you should come with us back to the school. Lily interjects just as I'm about to further debunk my allegedly mind-reading capabilities. She sounds rather concerned, the paper thin smile on her face badly disguising that fact. Yeah, I can see she's kind of frustrated, you know, Lily. Maybe she came to the same conclusion as I did. For everyone's sake, I decide to let the mind-reading topic drop, as it's entirely innate. Anyway, yeah, Lily's right. If you can't remember, there's no point staying here. Rin considers this rather simple deduction for a moment, then nods. Okay. Okay. We start towards the school again, having wasted way more time than necessary with this episode. So I think it's definitely between Lily and Rin. Yeah, I don't know who I will end up with. Maybe that will be decided with a choice later. Who knows? At this point, I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but what I definitely know for sure is that I'm not ending up with Hanako. So, yeah, Hanako will have to wait. Rin walks along the edge of the sidewalk in her arrhythmic way, looking like a mix of sleepwalker and rope dancer, while Lily keeps one hand on my shoulder, tapping at the ground with her cane. Step, tap, step, step, tap, tap, step, step, step. Apart from that and a few fragmented beginnings of conversation, it's quiet. A quiet quite apart from the relaxing one into town at that. So, how's the morale going? We are going to get bad luck. Never talk about works in progress. Oh, okay. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. Bad luck. Tap, step, tap, step. She doesn't care to talk about it. Lily's politeness feels out of place for the first time. Step, step, step. The hill Yamaku rests on top of is surprisingly steep, going uphill. We slow the pace, but I still feel my pulse rising and breathing getting heavier. Almost there. I can see the gates already. More than that though, I notice that Lily's hand slightly tightens on my shoulder. Interpreting it as a gesture that she wants to ask something, I speak up. Anything wrong, Lily? I resist the urge to say, aside from our traveling companion, but only just. For a moment, she seems to debate whether she should even bring it up, but goes for it anyway. Is everything alright? Oh yeah, everything is fine, don't worry about it. Rin's just the same old Rin, no? Alright? What do you mean? The fact that I can't interpret her incredibly vague question puts her off for a second. It's just, you seem unusually tired, I guess. Or I guess it's because Hisao doesn't have enough workout, no? Because the heart condition. Oh yeah, I think Lily doesn't know his heart condition yet, right? So yeah. Now that she brings it up, I notice that my breathing is strangely heavy. The uphill walk has really done the job on me. Lee noticed it all too quickly. Alright. Okay, so I guess this is the choice that decides whether I'll be going with Lily or with Rin. Yeah. Wait, let me just save this first. Okay, because I think this is the choice. Yeah. Because I think the only reason why I have Rin and Lily with me is probably because currently I'm probably tight. I have Rin and Lily tight when it comes to the points, the number of points. Yes, so yeah, I think that's probably the case. No, Rin and Lily, currently the number of affection points for both girls are tied. So this is the deciding factor. Okay, I think I like Lily more than Rin. I'm not exactly into Rin, so Rin we have to wait later. I want to go with Lily first, so I have to tell her, yes, sorry, I'm not in very good condition instead, or I don't really want to talk about it. Because if I say I don't really want to talk about it, it means I'm dismissing Lily. But I think I'm going for Lily, so I'm choosing the first option, which is sorry, I'm not in very good condition. Which is something I think Lily doesn't know, so it's alright. I just need to catch my breath. My condition isn't the best these days. Oh, is this something that is related to you being transferred here? I mean, she cuts herself off rather abruptly, maybe realizing she was being a bit intrusive. Her instincts are sharp though, and while I don't like the subject, it's not like I should lie about it. Yeah, if it's Lily, I don't think I mind. I think she's being because she's being polite, doesn't want to. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm just a little weak for the time being. Hanako, you said you look fairly healthy, so I naturally thought. Lily doesn't finish her sentence again, letting it trail off with a measure of concern. As she furrows her brow, Lily's uncomfortable expression spurs me to say at least something to ease her feelings. It's surprising she's this flustered, considering her straightforward attitude with her own blindness. She must know that not all share her own comfort about such things. No, it's okay. I have a pretty... I guess the best way to put it would be messed up heart. Arrhythmia. I had a bad heart attack a while ago because of it, and spent most of the spring in a hospital. Ended in Yamaku on doctor's orders. She silently nods her head in acknowledgement. My answer though only seems to make Lily furrow her brow even further. Okay, not brow, my bad. Brow. She doesn't seem to quite know how to react, given we don't really know each other that well. I can't really fault her for it, given I have the exact same reaction. To my surprise, in a moment's time, her face shows that she comes to some sort of realization. Wait, so the time when Amy and you collided in the hallway... Oh yes, I remember slightly. At that time, yeah, he actually almost had a heart attack again. Because she saw Amy like fell in love, cause his heart to pump again, and then almost had a heart attack there. I grimaced slightly. Her ability to connect the dots quite so fast is unexpected. Yeah, I guess I'm a textbook example of why those rules about running in the corridors exist. That was a lot more dry than I had intended. Lily visibly shies away from continuing the topic. While I do want to assuage her concern, I really don't want to dwell on this either. Don't worry about it. I tried to offer a reassuring smile, but then I realized the futility. Without knowing this, Lily smiles at me reassuringly, but doesn't say anything further. Well, I hope I didn't make the wrong decision when I say I want to open up to her. I mean that's naturally the correct decision. If you want to get closer to Lily, you have to be honest, right? So, actually, if you want to be close to a girl, you have to be honest. So, yeah. Arriving at the dorms, Rin stops in front of her mural, as if lightning struck her. She had been so quiet for almost all of the walk back that I had all but forgotten she was here. Yeah, like she's non-existent. No? It's Friday, isn't it? Oh, what about it? Yes, Friday, the 8th of June. This is bad. Bad? Bad? Why? I think I'm going to go in a fetal position and throw up. Possibly in reverse order. What? Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. It's Friday, nothing's wrong yet. This mural is going to need to be finished by Sunday, so everything's alright. drugs or time machine? I can't help but laugh at Rin's randomness and time machine. This is not good. Not good. So she's behind her schedule, recalling Shizune's exasperation at Rin's carefree attitude several days ago. I don't know what to think. She has left herself open for a Toyuso unless she can pull off whatever she needs to pull off by Sunday morning. Rin keeps staring at her morale, looking as mortified as she can. Leave me. I'm gonna need to work for a while. I glance at Lily, expecting her to share an incredulous look with me as I roll my eyes, but then I realize she's not one to do that kind of thing. And she can't anyway, she can't roll her eyes. Sort of. Leave me. Oh well. We do, of course, not wanting to aggravate her any more than she already is. There is a churning bad feeling in my gut. Rin sure has a knack of making people feel worried about her. She seems like a person who should never be left alone. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe we should call someone. She sounded like she was going to need to shock or something. I'm sure she'll be just fine. She's just how to say? Lily cocks her head a little, trying to find a polite way of calling Rin crazy without calling her crazy. Unique? Yes, a very unique person. I guess you could say that. She giggles at the notion melodiously, nodding in agreement. Sorry about leaving you stranded as you talk to her. I don't really understand her, so I keep my distance. Understandable. So my guess was right. Lily offers a slight, apologetic smile, as if she was sorry that her own shortcomings have prevented her from becoming closer to me. I'm not one to blame her, at all. Lily let slip a long breath, probably a disguised yawn. I imagine she's as exhausted by all this as I am. I'd better leave now and give this to Hanako. Thank you for the company, Hisao. She smiles very sweetly at me. It feels different than normal, despite the fact that she seems to be smiling so often. I can't put my finger on what the difference is. It's just different, you know, she's starting to open up to you, you know? Relaxed, I would say, but that's probably just relief over getting real. Rin. Maybe? Yeah. Good night. Say hi to Hanako for me. I will. Good night. Okay, and there she goes. Alright, so we're at this choice. We're back at this choice. So for those who have watched my videos of Hanako's route, you have remembered at the start of Hanako's route that there's this choice whether to go to the library or go for a walk into town. And this is the choice that will decide whether you will go for Lily's route or Hanako's route. So if you go to the library, you'll go for Hanako. If you go for a walk into town, you'll go for Lily. So since we've already done the Hanako route, and now I'm going for the Lily route, so I'll be going for a walk into town. So let's do this. So this is where yep. And by going for a walk into town, we'll probably bump into Lily's sister, Akira. Actually, we already saw her in Hanako's route, but we'll see how this is going to go, so let's get right on it. Following Hanako to the library seems a bit intrusive. There was a reason she left the classroom after all. And that aside, I do want to catch up with Lily. At the very least, I would like to thank her for looking out for me despite her other obviously taxing duties. I guess I'll walk around town. With any luck, I should be able to find Lily. The exercise will do me some good as well. Alright, here we go. Walking through the school courtyard to the gate, I give a small nod to a couple of passing classmates, the gesture being returned in kind. Even from here, the shouts of the sports club members can be heard. From the sheer volume of the din, the track must be packed right now. I remember what Lily said yesterday about being dropped right into the middle of a busy time for the school. While I'm trying to get my bearings and catch up on the study that I've missed, everyone else is doing normal school activities. The feeling of being a foreigner still hasn't dissipated. At least not yet. Oh yeah, just to jog your memories a bit in case you have forgotten, this is the part where we're nearing the school festival, so Lily and the rest of the students are preparing for the school festival, and Lily, being the class chairperson, so yeah, is in charge of preparing the setting up the stalls for the school festival. Yeah, so yeah, that's the setting for this part. Well, I guess not everything's bad. This is a private school. That much is easily noticed when walking around outside. Not only are the school grounds huge, but the buildings themselves are immaculate and quite divorced from the dime a dozen concrete blocks of public schools. There's also the fact that there's a much stronger feeling of community here, or at least a friendlier atmosphere. At my old school, it was generally accepted that people would keep to their little clique and be done with it. Eventually I reached the gate and began to walk down the road and into town. Alright. Well, that was fairly productive. Having seen a fair portion of town, even including the houses perched on the hills around the outskirts, I decided to take a walk around the park before heading back. Living in the city of my life, the total lack of smartly dressed businessmen and fashionably dressed girls strikes me as incredibly unusual. Well, you've not been to a countryside before, so yeah, it's a first. All that's to be seen are the odd elderly person shuffling along the sidewalk and assorted busily chatting pairs of middle-aged women outside of small storefronts. But yeah, in the countryside, mostly it's old people and all that. Walking along the road to the park quickly distracts me from them though, making me realize that I perhaps pushed myself further than I should have done to see as much as I could. And the music stopped. Is Lily nearby? As my breath begins to wheeze and my chest tightens more and more, I give up on the prospect of soldiering on. Okay, so you go to the park. After a quick glance around the park as I enter, I take a seat on a wobbly old bench that I noticed near a couple of vending machines. For minutes on end, I sit with my head bent over, forcing myself to take deep breaths. I feel more like an old man than a teenager who should be in the prime of his life. The stay in hospital, the surgery, and the medications must be taking their toll on me. Damn it. Eventually, my breathing returns to normal and the muscles in my chest loosen, not without a fair measure of relief. I guess this means the end of my little sojourn, though, in any case. Sojourn, I mean. Okay, so we're at the Shanghai. There's a cafe on the far corner, so I'll stop by to quench my thirst before heading back. Oh yeah, at this point I think Hisao doesn't know about this cafe yet. Yeah, called the Shanghai is where Yuko works, so... A little bell above the door signals my arrival to an empty counter. For a few moments I stand there waiting, my eyes every now and again drifting from one end of the counter to the other, searching for a service bell. Eventually a door some ways behind the counter opens, the person emerging from it taking me by complete surprise. Yuko? Hi, I had no idea you worked here. I really have no idea how to address her either, given that she is technically school staff as well as, apparently, a waitress. Yes, She quickly paces up to the counter before flinging her upper half downwards in an overacted bow. Welcome to the Shanghai. May I take your order? Straight down to business, I see. I don't know. Well, some coffee, please? Yes, certainly. I'll make it right away and bring it to you when it's done. Thanks. Yuko's formality takes me aback. She seems to take her job very seriously, maybe too seriously, in fact. Obeying her instructions, I turn around and quickly glance around for a free table. Considering the cafe seems to be empty, this is a simple task to accomplish. Actually, to be honest, I don't think this is really a cafe. I think I've mentioned this before, but this is more of like a tea house than a cafe. Yeah, so as I walk towards a table adjacent to the window, I notice a flash of yellow around one of the table dividers. Flash of yellow, I know who that is. it's Lily, and yep, for those who have watched the Hanako, well, this is not much of a spoiler, but yes, this is Lily's sister, Akira. Sure enough, no more than a glance is needed to ascertain that it's a certain Sato at the table. That's it. I don't recognize the suited figure across the table from her. Blonde, fair skin, and only a little shorter. She? I think she must be a relative. We almost mix her up for a guy, Hisao. Since the two are all but silent, as the suited figure takes a swig from a cup of coffee, I decide to greet Lily. Some part of me coming here was in order to meet her after all. Hi Lily. Hisao? Yeah, nice to see you again. The suited girl looks up, noting my uniform with a relaxed smile. Know each other? Well-dressed person, I guess. It's as good an approximation of our relationship as I can think of. Care to take a seat? She says this to the air beside me, but the message is clear enough and I take a seat beside her. I suppose some introductions might be in order. Hisao, this is Akira Sato, my older sister. Akira, this is Hisao Nakai, another Yamaku student. Looks like my guess was correct. The newly introduced Akira gives a nod, which I return. What I don't return, however, is the almost analytical gaze with which she looks me over. As she does so, Yuko walks up to the table and carefully places the coffee on the table before bowing and taking her leave. Gently bringing my hand to the side of the cup, I realize that it's already at just the right temperature to drink. After taking a sip, the flavor turns out to be just as good as the temperature. Okay, Yuko seems a lot better than this than being a librarian. I take a good long drink before relaxing into the seat. It takes me a second for Akira's examination to come to an end. Apparently becoming quickly bored with the activity, she turns to her sister. So, how's school recently? It seems Akira is entirely unconcerned with someone she doesn't know at all, listening to everything they say. Not that I mind. Leaving them to their chatting, I sit back and continue drinking the pleasantly aromatic coffee. Sounds like it's pretty busy up here then. At least I'm not cooking your meals after school anymore. As they talk, I slowly realize that I'm entirely unable to gauge Lily's emotions through her eyes, as I would for any other person. Well, that kind of makes sense, because she's not using her eyes. Yeah. It becomes slightly unsettling as I subconsciously focus on that fact. Yeah, better not focus too much though. Whoa, so cold. Weren't you just cooking for yourself anyway? I only ever got leftovers. That's not the point. Are you managing to feed yourself at least? I can cook without blowing myself up, you know. Okay. Mostly, okay. That doesn't help. It's fine. I needed to learn sometime anyway. Ah, Lily? Huh? Everyone present is momentarily distracted by Yuko, who places a cup of tea on the table for Lily. Taking the moment to glance at her watch, Akira levels herself off her seat and gives me a quick nod. Well, I better be off. It was nice talking to you, Lily. Akira, do you have to? Lily looks genuinely mournful at her sister suddenly leaving. It does seem like she might have the wrong idea, like me and Lily together, you know. Sorry, I need to get back to work. They'll be on my neck again if I don't make it back quickly. So informal. Akira's trim and tidy appearance will give anyone the wrong impression of her. Bye, Akira. Oh no, Lily kind of looks sad over there. Maybe she really needs companionship, but well. Come on, don't look so down. I'll be around again soon. See us. With that, she waltzes out of the Shanghai with her hand held high. Lily still looks pretty depressed, so I try to make some small talk in an effort to take her mind off it. She seems nice. We used to live together, but now that I live at school, we hardly ever see each other. Despite Lily having been quite affable, I still don't really know much about her. In hindsight, it's surprising just how much she's extracted from me, really. You used to live together? Was it somewhere around here? It was pretty far south, so the trip into Yamaku was fairly long. With her working hours getting longer, and Yamaku being so far away, there was little choice in the end but to move into the dormitories. Well, that explains the chatter about cooking. Evidently regaining her composure, she livens back up. At least in part. I take it you're better rested now? Sorry? You sound less exhausted than you did when you first came in. To be able to pick up my breathing like that, she must have pretty good ears. Yeah, end up walking over town, despite only planning on taking a short walk down here. Reminded of my thirst from the walk, I lean forward to take a sip. Oh yeah, I'm pretty thirsty right now too, at my end. Alright, I hear the stir. Without further ado, Lily starts on her cup of strong smelling tea. I guess I better get going back to Yamaku. There's only so long I can store studying for, and I want to get a good night's sleep before the festival. Standing from my seat, I take the coffee-stained cup from the table. You leaving? Yeah. You going to head back as well? It's getting kind of late. For a moment she pauses, before lifting her face over her teacup as if she was looking at me. Yuko, could we have one more coffee, please? Okay, I'll bring it right away. That's not subtle. She gives a short giggle at my frank assessment of her maneuver. It's surprisingly childish and carefree, given her otherwise collected appearance. In the end though, I have little reason to refuse. To be honest, I can hardly say no, all things considered. Giving a manufactured sigh, I take a seat opposite her. Wanting company then? I would say that's more than what I was wondering. More than I was wondering, rather. I see she's in questioning mode again. She does seem to be unusually interested in me, or at least curious, which is good because I'm going for a route now. Do you have any siblings? Not exactly an unexpected tangent. No, only child. To be honest, the idea of having someone that close makes me a bit envious. Interesting. I raise an eyebrow, which of course goes unseen. The short silence communicates the question well enough. It's just that others have said that same thing before. It's a difficult subject to try and think about objectively, given that I've always had someone like that. Yeah, that's true. I can mostly understand what Lily means, given that it would be hard to place oneself outside of a situation they've been in all their life. She and her sister must have a pretty close relationship. Taking pains to interrupt us as little as possible, Yuko dutifully comes over and places a cup on the table. Lily thanks her as I sit back, taking in this vexing girl in front of me. What? Wait, Hisao, why did you call Lily a vexing girl? She's not vexing. No! Despite always seeming to be on her guard and in control of herself when talking to others, she has an almost childlike curiosity about other people. That said, those rare moments she seems to slightly lower her guard are the most insightful into how she thinks. And that's where her true self shines, right? Reaching forward to my drink, I realize something I probably should have noticed earlier. I think I'm starting to become kind of curious about her. Oh yeah! Despite making a good pace, it's already nightfall by the time I reach the large iron gates in front of the school. While it's nice to have plenty of time to wander around by virtue of living right next to the school, I can't help but get the feeling that very few students actually take the opportunity. Compared to the number of students I see milling around on campus during free time, it's startlingly relatively rare to see anyone around town. Given the large number of accommodations and facilities that the school offers, many of them might simply not see any point in venturing outside, let alone people such as Hanako and Kenji. Yeah, Kenji too, but we never actually I don't know what Kenji actually does, and I don't think I want to know either. It makes me wonder if students like Shizune, Risha and Lily are the exception for this school, rather than the norm. As I wander back to my dorm room, I continue to compare my old school with Yamaku. As I do so, I begin to be surprised that I managed to get even this used to everything that's happened to me. Okay, alright. Okay, so I've skipped quite a bit because after that Lily scene which you saw just now, everything else you can see in Hanako's route. So if you want to, if you have not watched my previous videos, Hanako's route in a long time and you want to recall what happens here, okay, you can check out the first episode of Hanako's route, right, which is around episode 21 if I remember correctly. Yeah, but anyway, to summarize what is happening after that Lily scene, basically we are in the festival. Yeah, on the day of the school festival, we talk to Kenji, and then after that we make our way to the stores, we bought some food, and then we're now at Lily's store, right? Lily set up a store here, and we bought I think, what was it, a bowl of soup or something. We drank it, and then now we're at this point. This is the part where we haven't read yet. Okay, so before that it was something like this, despite most of them seeming quite relaxed. So at this point, this is where it splits. In Hanako's route, this is the point where here you'll see that Lily is worried about Hanako, so you tell Lily that you'll look for Hanako. But in Lily's route, okay, it's going to be different. Yeah, so I think most likely we're going to help Lily instead. Maybe, I'm not sure, so let's find out. Right, I know what I'll do. Even if it's just one person, I'll make the festival more enjoyable for her. As I place the bowl on the counter, I call to Lily. Ah, Hisao, you brought it back? Yeah, here. I slide it into her hands, and she takes it over to someone who is apparently on cleaning duty. Considering that I didn't see them here before, it's probably a penalty for their tardiness. Hey Lily? She perks up and returns to the counter as she hears my voice again, realizing that I'm still here. Want to go see some more of the festival? If you're free? She puffs her cheeks disapprovingly. Ew! This is a side of Lily that I don't see before. Because I've never seen Lily puffing her cheeks before. Like, she has a childish side. This is something new, because I usually see Lily as someone who is like very mature and all that. But this is like one of the first few times that I actually see a childish side of Lily. I see the puffing, so cute there. She puffs her cheeks disapprovingly. He looks kind of cute, and in complete contradiction to her usually reserved nature. It takes a few seconds for me to get what she's taking issue with. Whoops. I didn't mean to. Lily giggles at me, exposing her teasing for what it is. You're still not used to this hill, aren't you? She got me. Still, I kind of need to stay with our store. Mistake a jump to you just now to even get everything unpacked. So like, why not just offer to help, Hisao? Even though it's not your class, I mean, it doesn't hurt to offer help, right? That's another way of spending time with the girl that you like. I guess her reluctance shouldn't overly surprise me, considering how much work she's put into this. Everything seems to be running fine now though. Besides, you've got extra help on hand anyway. A boy in the middle of cooking some soba noodles turns to us, grinning. Ah, he knows what's up. Go on, Liz. Oh, he calls him Liz. Okay. Go on, Liz. You've earned yourself a break. We can hold down the fort for now. If you say it's okay, then I suppose so. But if you need any help, then we'll call you. Go on, we'll be fine. Lily finally gives up her resistance as he waves a spatula at her. She feels her way around the back of the store, picks up her cane on the way. I guess the first thing we should do is look for Hanako. Lily seems kind of worried about her, and I doubt she'll be the kind of person to enjoy milling about in crowds like this, all alone. Yeah, there's just like something that are slightly different in this route compared to Hanako's route, because in Hanako's route, what happened was Hisao told Lily that he will go look for Hanako, you know, so that then Lily tends to her staff. But here, instead of leaving Lily to do the stuff, we ask her out, and then both of us together go look for Hanako. So yeah. So I guess we should search for Hanako. Where to first? The both of us go quiet for a moment to think. Well, the library. Maybe she's in her dorm room. Oh come on, you know better, Hisao. I doubt it. She doesn't keep too many things in there, so she will have nothing to do. Ah, the library? As good a place as any to search for an avid reader, I suppose. The library it is. We'll check there first then. Aside from the muffled sounds of the crowd seeping in from outside, the inside of the school seems almost deserted. In order to make sure everyone had enough room, I guess all the events were organized to be held outside, on school grounds. They're definitely quite large, by any other school standards. It's nice and quiet in here, isn't it? Yeah, much nicer than the hustle and bustle outside. We take our time and slowly walk through the first floor of the school, eventually reaching the stairs to the second floor. I can't help but notice how Lily anticipates every door and obstacle, her cane remaining still, and her hand skating along the hallway railings. You really know the school well, don't you? She smiles and nods straight ahead. I've been here for a few years now, so I know where everything is. The dorms still treat me up though. Sometimes, I haven't been there as long, and they're not as well laid out as the main building. If I'm remembering right, they used to be unused buildings before being renovated and used as dormitories. That explains why the male and female dorms look different from the outside, and why their rooms seem kind of unusual for sleeping quarters. I'd assumed she had been living in the dormitories since she began attending the school, but now I'm reminded of what she said yesterday. That's right, you mentioned that before. I assumed that most of the students here lived in the dormitories once they enrolled. A lot of them seem to in any case. Yeah, but not Lily. Lily didn't straight away enroll into the dormitories, right? She used to stay outside. Lily's expression becomes somewhat harder to read. My questioning evidently touching on a delicate point. Well, how should I say? Everyone has their reasons. Yeah. Yeah. Something tells me that one of those with reasons is Hanako. Hence her tiptoeing around the answer. My own predicament is yet another such case. I guess it's a choice everyone here will have to make for themselves, or in my instance, have made for them. It can't be helped, I suppose. At least Yamaku itself seems like a nice place. Yeah, because in her case it's because of her separation from her sister, right? So loneliness and all. But I wonder what Lily's background is going to be. I don't think it will have much to do with her. Maybe it has something to do with her illness, but not that much. Because like Amy's case, the legs is because of an accident, right? Then Hanako is because of the fire. But in Lilly's case, I would presume that her blindness is from birth. I presume, yeah, it's from birth. If not, maybe it's a natural cause or what. I don't know. But we'll see. But I think it will have partly to do with her problems. But yeah, but how much so we have to see for ourselves. It's good to hear you say that. I thought you were coming to dislike it. What about you though? My reversal of Lilly's statement takes her by surprise. I've been here for a while, so... It's not that. You just seemed pretty depressed about Akira. What's with that though? Akira's taken. Sorry, that's not what I mean, Lilly. Lilly never sees how fast my palm meets my face at a sly accusation. Hey, I was worried about you. That's no way to respond to concern. Well, she gives an amused grin. We round the corner of the hallway and enter the library. Oh, well, Lilly's a sly one too. There's a lot of things we don't know about Lilly. This is going to be interesting. Ah, there's Hanako. As we do so, it isn't hard to spot Hanako, considering that the room is completely devoid of anyone else. Given that there are no staff around, I guess there's no need to hit the usual library rules. I call out to her. Yeah, just shout, man, at the top of your lungs. Hey, Hanako. Hanako is here. As she hears our voices, Hanako's head flicks up from behind a book, probably the same one she had been reading on Friday. Hisao? Lilly? Just thought we'd drop by. Lilly just managed to escape from the noodle store, with a little help. That was really an escape. that puff of her cheeks again. That childish side. Quite cute. Hanako gives a small giggle, briefly surprising both of us. I just thought that Lilly might not be enjoying the festival. Well, now that we can enjoy it together, right? Yeah, now we can enjoy it together. The two nod happily before we set out of the library and towards the festivities. Whoa, and that's quick. By now it's really night time, so we're probably like keeping the stores and all that. I hand over some change to the girl behind the counter. They take the 2 styrofoam cups of tea. I try to accentuate my bow a little to cover for the fact that she's quite obviously deaf. Come to think of it, I probably should have asked for help instead of leaving those two in the gardens while I bought drinks. Trying to juggle 2 cups of hot tea for them and a can of coffee for myself out of the vending machine isn't exactly easy. With some careful maneuvering though, I managed to keep everything stable and upright as I walk over to the bench where Lilly and Hanako are sitting and chatting. Okay, so the festival is still going on, but going to end soon. But actually, I think this is the first time we see the festival at night, right? Yeah, so it's actually quite a nice place. Lit only by moonlight, it's tucked away some distance from the main events. Compared to how hot it had been during the day, this spot is also pleasantly cool by now. Not that it matters all that much. Most of the visitors have moved to areas that are either closer to the fireworks or high on the hill in order to view the display apparently planned. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. Oh yes, yes, the festival actually goes all the way to the night time. And in Hanako's route, we actually went to the Shanghai, right, to see the fireworks. But I guess in Lilly's route, we're staying in the school to see the fireworks. So, welcome back, Hisao. Her ears are good. I'm not exactly close, and even Hanako hadn't noticed me. Here you go. Sorry it's instant, but that's all they have left by now. Hanako gingerly takes a cup from my right hand. Then I gently placed the other into Lilly's outstretched hands. Did you enjoy the festival then, Hisao? Yeah, it was pretty fun. An honest answer. Much of the food may have been somewhat subpar, but it was a lot of fun in the end, especially with Hanako and Lilly. In fact, I think those two may have enjoyed themselves even more than I did. With both Lilly and me around, much of Hanako's withdrawn nature around others died down enough for her to enjoy herself. Oh, and there's the fireworks. Yeah. As we sit drinking, the whistle of the first firework rings out before it explodes into a vibrant shower of blue against the night sky, heralding the beginning of the end for the festival. Enthusiastic shouts can be heard from the crowd scattered around the school grounds celebrating them. Well, this is actually kind of a different change, nice change, because like I said earlier, in Hanako's route, we actually see the fireworks at Shanghai, but in Lilly's route, we are seeing it at an isolated corner of the school, the park. So, but we get to see the fireworks in both routes. Unlike Amy's route, where we didn't get to see the fireworks at all. So, for minutes on end, Hanako and I watch the fireworks overhead as Lilly blissfully listens to them with her eyes shut. Red, green, yellow, star-shaped, circular and patterned, and all manner of shapes and colors fill the air, one after the other, and dance across the sky. No place near where I lived put on such lavish displays. Festivals like this were a thing of the past in such a metropolitan area. Well, except maybe, New Year's Day. To be seen in such a sight with these two, it's probably the happiest I've been in a long while. So that's it. The festival's finally ending. Yeah. She gives a delicate, wistful sigh. Oh, as much as we might complain about all the stuff we have to do, it's still sad that we have graduated before the next Yamaku festival. Oh, you kind of miss doing all this, right? I walk forward and stand beside Lilly, gently resting a hand on her shoulder. Don't worry, we still have Tanabata later in the year, right? Yeah, in case you all know, Tanabata is another festival, yes. I think it has something to do with hanging, some wishing paper on a bamboo tree. So for good luck, it's like a good luck wish charm like that. Yeah, you hang on the bamboo tree. That's what the Japanese do in the Tanabata. Yeah. You're right. It would be nice to go there when it comes. Minutes of silence pass, with only the blast of the fireworks to be heard. Seeing this too reminds me of those words of advice Lilly had given me as we walked into town together. Cherish the opportunity to make new friends, huh? Yeah. Hey Lilly? She turns her head slightly to show that she's listening. Hanako's gaze still firmly fixed on the technicolor fireworks bursting overhead. You mind if I join you two for tea every now and again? The smile on her face is more than enough to see her answer. It will be a pleasure, Hisao. Alright, and here we go. Because we see the animated video. The sophisticated pour of the tea, and yeah, this one I think we all know what's gonna happen. You see the plane and Akira going somewhere, or out of Shanghai. Oh, yeah, flying off. Oh, she's feeling his face. This is kind of interesting. I'm definitely curious to know what her trauma is, or what what is her problem. Oh, we get to see her young self. Pass Act 2. Alright. So this will be interesting.